Hello, and welcome to a broadcast podcast that's produced by Friends of Terry Virgil. I'm Terry Virgil, the host and the producer of this program. And if you got any questions, of course, this goes on my Facebook page, anyways. And today's episode is the missile crisis from October 1962. I'm going to say it this much. I don't think anybody here in America remembers one thing that happened from October 16th, 1962 to October 28th, 1962. Understand that America was threatened by the Soviet Union, who are the Russians, by the way, today. And understand that it was the Russian government that wanted to attack the United States of America with missiles. Yes, I understand those missiles back in 1962 from the Soviet Union weren't that accurate. But they were placed on an island just 90 miles south of the United States of America in Cuba. And seeing that the Soviet Union wanted to dominate the world to get rid of freedom and liberty, let's compare that to the missile crisis here in August of 2017 with North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and President Trump. The way we understand it, what just happened today, or yesterday, depends on what side of the date line you're on, that North Korea actually blinked. They are a terrorist nation. We shouldn't have anything to do with this nation. We shouldn't do anything at all. And yes, some people don't like certain things that I've said on it, but I'm not going to back down from them. I do not like war. Those are the liberals that do not listen to those words. They take the words of diplomacy is no longer any good, which is true. Maybe Kim Jong-un finally learned how to use diplomacy. Who knows? I don't think so. He is the type of brat communist dictator that says, I'm going to do what I want to do anyways, and he's going to say, fuck diplomacy. Well, I'm going to say it this much. History has repeated itself from the October of 1962 and has repeated itself very plain and very clear that we must do one thing. Force Kim Jong-un to dismantle every stinking missile that he has, turn over all his weapons of mass destruction, and we ought to force Kim Jong-un to no longer be the leader of North Korea. That family has been a thorn in America's side since 1950, when his grandfather decided to be the dictator for North Korea and invade South Korea. Many people think that war is over with. Guess what? Wishful thinking is not correct. I believe that war will never end as long as we get the young family in charge of it. There's no way. There is no way. As long as there's a communist dictator in North Korea, that war will never end. My friends, to tell you the truth, I've been up by the DMZ. when I was in the United States Marine Corps. I've seen what North Korea looks like. I've been in the South. At that time, it was just a second-rate nation, developing, trying to become a first-rate nation like the United States of America. We know that Kim Jong-un, the communists, socialists, Democrats, hate freedom and liberty. That's why I always say to those people, you're welcome to move to North Korea where you'll be free as long as Kim Jong-un doesn't execute you. End of sentence. Your freedom is what he decides. I always will come back and go after the Democrats, liberals, communists, and socialists all the time. The war is still on with North Korea. I said it before, and I'll keep on saying it again. I do not like war, but in this case, we tried diplomacy with that idiot up in North Korea. The idiot does not know how to go about with diplomacy. I think if diplomacy isn't working, and I really truly hate to say it this way, time to bomb it. Bomb the whole city. Yes, I know some people say, what about the civilians? There are no civilians in North Korea, people. The whole thing is one military mass. Sure, they got people that look like civilians, but the whole nation is one big military outfit that's controlled by a dumb, stupid, idiot, liberal leader that doesn't see past the end of his nose. He looks stupid as is, so his looks are very stupid. And yes, I do like the South Korean people. I do not like the North because you don't know who's who. So just bomb that whole city. I didn't say nuke it, I said bomb it. Let's destroy it. Let's get rid of communism forever in North Korea. We can unite North and South Korea by just wiping out the North Koreans totally. Give the South all the land. And this, I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it again. You liberals, Democrats, morons that are communists, morons that are socialists, morons out there, period, stupid, idiots, dummies, understand that I don't like war. I happen to be one that looks at going to war as the last resort. That's why I titled this program, The Missile Crisis from October of 1962. Where, yes, at that time we had a dictator in the United States White House by the name of John F. Kennedy. Another moron. But one that I could respect as a moron. You're a Democrat. You're a moron, period. You're an idiot. You're stupid, dumb, because you're a Democrat. He is a failure as a president, but I honored the office of president when he was there. I don't honor him, but that's besides the point. Because he's just like Adolf Obama that we've had, Hitler, here in the United States of America. So let's face facts. Let's see about ending the Korean War by bombing it. Some people would think I sound like Harry S. Truman. No, I don't. I do not want to be compared to that fucking idiot. I'm a conservative. Like I indicated, we don't need to go to war, but in this case, in order to end war, we're going to have to just bomb it. Because you got to take out those missiles. People, I always urge you to look at your history. That's why the title of this program is Missile Crisis from October of 1962. This is absolutely exactly what the Soviets did in 1962. They blinked. They took the threat very seriously. At the time, the United States of America decided to change the word blockade to quarantine, which means the same stupid thing. But in this case, we got to bring North Korea to its knees and say, if they want a peace treaty, it's going to have conditions to it. There is no saying you could go back to the way you were, like we did with Japan. That's right. I'm comparing this to the same thing. I like the Japanese people. Matter of fact, I love the Japanese people. I love Tokyo, by the way. And I loved it when I was there in Japan. And it was a nice country and stuff like that. I got to see many things. But however, when you got ruthless, murdering dictators like Kim Jong-un, like the Chinese president, like you have in Cuba, Venezuela, United Kingdom, Germany, you gotta understand, those people do not like us, they do not like freedom, and they do not like liberty. In this case, I don't like war, but I have to say it, we're going to have to go to war. We're going to have to take out all those nuclear weapons, dismantle them, seize all that property that they have, and start all over in developing a good economic system in North Korea. Bring about what's missing there. Show the North that they could be just like the South. Show the North Koreans, hey, it's about time you have entrepreneurs. Kim Jong-un is dead, as far as I'm concerned. He's a dummy. He's a moron. I don't care if you tell him that. I call them that. I would say, yes, President Trump might not have said the words correctly. But in all reality, I'm not going to back up President Trump on what he said and the way he said it. But I'm going to say it this much. In all truthfulness, I kind of knew that this was coming. I kind of knew that we needed to go to war. And this is the only way to solve the problem. I do not like the war. I did not like it when I was up there and seen it. Been on both sides of the border, by the way, so I don't know. What I saw was from North Korea was fake, phony. It looked good from the other side, but I guarantee it, just like I've seen, all those buildings and stuff are empty. Especially, hey, here's one thing that you got to remember. Kim Jong-un murdered his uncle, his brother, and other relatives that got in his way. So is he going to turn the other cheek and become a good guy? No. Bomb him. Diplomacy is over. I do not wish to say it that way. That is the last resort words that I'm saying. 1962 is over with, and now we've seen the repeat of 1962. Who knows? He might still launch those missiles just to retaliate, just to look at what's going on. It may be the middle of August, but I'll tell you what, you never trust a North Korean. I don't care who they are, what they look like, you do not trust the North Koreans. Why? Because they're